Alright, super excited. Small victory for me. I'm not sure how I sound right now. I got my hood on and I got my boots connected. So I'm gonna check how this sounds a little bit later. Got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is I ain't got no bad news. And the good news, I finally got verified on freaking YouTube. I've never did the work. I've never done the work that it takes to get verified. So I'm like super excited I got verified. And it literally took like 15 minutes playing around. And I was like, oh, I'm verified. So I was definitely just thinking to myself, I gotta up my YouTube game. I got 2 subscribers right now, so wish me luck. Gotta get creative with getting these subscribers. So I'ma just go on this whole run of uploading and just asking people nearby to subscribe. That's gonna be my little celebration thing moving forward. I gotta do this video for this fall. School at the fall, we got these pre-K kids coming in and we want to send them videos on the teachers, so I'm gonna hit them up with a little video. So I'm definitely excited about that. And I got some good news, maybe some bad news. I want to get an app, but when I was in the midst of learning how to get an app, I've learned that my app is only good for one of my shows, and I got like 5 shows. So now I'm like, I can't afford an app for every show. So I'm about to figure something out, because I definitely want to get me an app soon. And I may just get an app for my main show, but I really do like my other shows. And we did a show, me and my homegirl, yesterday for our new show we started called Let Us Talk. It's gonna be really cool. I think this show is gonna bring out more of my serious side that I don't get to show, my educational side that I don't get to show. So I'm just trying to expand my horizons and just touch on different domains as I say I'm getting older and I'm getting to this whole new space of life that I'm liking. But, you know, with all good comes a little bad. Yeah, just more responsibilities now. And responsibility come accountability. So I'm definitely going to be focused on being, I ain't gonna say being more accountable, because I'm definitely accountable. I think I'm gonna just try to eat the food on my plate and not think about seconds or what I'm gonna do with leftovers. So that pretty much just means I'm gonna focus what's in front of me. I'm not gonna give too much attention to stuff that's not in my control and not in my power. And you know, I'm driving in my truck right now, so if you hear some crazy noises, that's all in the truck. So I want to touch on a really cool subject of what does it take to get into the mind frame of sacrificing. Now, sometimes I feel like it could be failures. You know, sometimes it takes you to fail to want to sacrifice. And then sometimes you can reflect on success and want to sacrifice. And everybody got their own perspective of what is a sacrifice and what it takes to sacrifice. So I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, in order to connect with somebody, it's a sacrifice. Because you have to give up this, I'm not connecting with you, I'm trying to connect with you, and the other person has to do the same exact thing to unite as one. And I was working with my, I guess my supervisor, but she's not really my supervisor. She was my supervisor when I was a supervisor. I'm not a supervisor anymore. I am a relief worker. So now, the girl that took my position, she was a relief worker. Okay? Now, she's the supervisor. And now, I'm the relief worker. So we switched roles. So, I had a different conversation with my ex-supervisor today. And it was funny because, like, I remember in the past when me and her communicated, our communications were always challenging for me because I was like, man, I don't see you that much, and I ain't trying to say nothing to have you thinking something that ain't accurate. So let me just not talk as much. And vice versa, you know, with her, she talked to me a certain way because, like, she don't know me. But her not knowing me, she feels like that she needs to know me because I am what? She my supervisor. So she feel like she's supposed to know me, but you know, like 90% of the people I encounter, you ain't getting to know me. You know, I want people to get to know me, but I want you to work for it. I want you to work for this. So that comes back to haunt me sometimes because I get into these situations where it's like, dang, you don't know me. So by you not knowing me, you won't get the true experience of being with me. So that really prevents that connection when it comes to sacrificing because I have to sacrifice something. But it's hard for me to critique you on your lack of doing something if I know I'm not doing it. You know, that turns into not caring. Not caring is the clear understanding of you're not going to give effort, regardless of what the other person is giving in their effort. So I think that's definitely one of the personal things that I go through in my life, and I'm noticing that others go through it, but it's on different levels, you know. Like, I'm at work, and I get to work, and I literally got on my stocking cap. Alright, so I do want you to know it's midnight. I'm going to work at midnight, and I have on my stocking cap. And I have on my stocking cap for two reasons. I literally just woke up. I literally woke up and went to work. And I'm literally at work, about to go home and go back to sleep. So, for me to be at work, and somebody was like, what you got on your head? You look like an old auntie or a grandmama. And I'm sitting here like, man, y'all don't know me because, you know, I work this job right now as a relief worker, but I worked this job a whole year, and 75% of my time at work, I had on a stocking cap or something on my head. That's how I operate. I like covering my ears up, you know, but it's crazy. I don't like covering my ears up with my hair. I like covering my ears up. So I tend to have on some earphones, and I have on my hood. But that's just you not knowing me. And I had talked about this the other day, and I made a post on Facebook, and just like always, nobody responds to my seriousness on Facebook, but people respond to my craziness on Facebook. So, you know, I use it to my advantage, but still, I encountered this situation of people not knowing me, and as I'm getting older, I'm noticing those gaps between, like, the people I want to know me and the people who don't know me, and trying to influence them to know me. You know, and it ties into what I was just saying about sacrifice. You know, I'm not sacrificing the effort to get to know me, but I make comments like, you don't know me. Yeah. So, what did it take for you to, you know, sacrifice? You know, my sacrifice comes from really a place of being needed. And by me being needed is selectively needed. You know, you can't plan to depend on me. last minute. You know, I'm one of those people, and everybody different. I'm one of the people, I will fit you in my schedule, but I don't want to stop my schedule for you. Like, if you need something from me, you can ask me 24 hours to 12 hours in advance. Like, if you want me to do something that night, you can let me know in the morning, hey, blah, 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 blah. But you can't hit me on the last minute. That's why, you know, when I'm single, when I'm dating, it's the same thing. I ain't good for no booty call, but you can tell me in the morning, hey, can I see you later? I'll probably say yeah, but you can't hit me up at the last minute, hey, can I see you? Nah, you ain't gonna see me, because I'm seeing myself, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, when I would go try to meet people, I couldn't do no spur in the moment. Like, for me, if I want to talk to somebody, I got to see you and I got to plan that stuff out. I got to map the whole how I'm about to talk to you. And the same thing with work, you know. I always tell people this same story. I be in my interview thinking about when I'm going to quit the job. That's me. That's me. I think that's one of my problems. Because as I initially said when I started this whole episode, I had talked about how I got to start eating what's on my plate and not worry about leftovers. I'll be at the interview like, man, all right, cool. I'm going to get this job. I'm going to like it probably like 6-7 months. I'm going to ride out, maybe meet some people. You know, because when I took my overnight job, I took that job for 2 reasons. I needed some supervising experience, some leadership experience, and I needed a change of scenery. What I was supposed to be doing was getting my social work license. That's what I was supposed to be doing, but I was working nights. I was in school all day. I was always tired. That's not excuses, but that lack of energy to sacrifice, because I was sacrificing energy. You know, because I naturally do too much. So I was sacrificing energy, but I wasn't getting the production. So that prevented satisfaction. So I think that's what we can definitely conclude, you know. And without that just put me a little behind of where I ideally wanted to be. But I would say this. What I wanted to be is different from what I needed to be. I didn't know what I needed to be because my needs were taken care of. But I spent a lot of time on what I wanted to be. Because my needs are always taken care of. My wants motivates me. So I took that whole time to figure out what I wanted to do and focus on that. And that's what I've been doing. Focusing on what I want to do. I'm doing it. Now it's time to sacrifice. You know, now it's time to sacrifice. Because I have my strong desires and I have my strong needs. And I understand the difference between my needs and my wants. So now I can strategically plan what I want to do. So that comes with sacrifice, you know. You got to be structured to sacrifice. You can't be out here imbalanced, going through ups and downs, similar to what you probably hear in the background. I'm on this bumpy road. You can't be riding the bumpy road of life and complain about how everything's not steady. Life is not steady. Life is bumpy. So when you configure your expectations to meet your current situation, everything becomes more understandable and manageable. And that's what you really want to do in life. You want to be more of a manager of your life, you know, because when you're a manager, you're able to focus on the whole picture and get a better ability to inform yourself on which domain and area needs the most attention. So, yeah, what it takes to sacrifice. All right, holla.